So when I was looking for a Sno-Way plow, I couldn't find a single video really showing someone using the plow, but I wanted one anyways, and there was a couple things that made me buy this. I've had a bunch of Bosses and I've had other plows, but I ended up going with this plow. So there's a couple things. On my Boss, if I'm plowing a bunch of snow, like on a driveway like this, and there's a lot of heavy weight, the weight of that snow will collapse the blade and it'll end up putting me in a V. These do not do no. The LED lights are great, those are included. For Boss, it was a big upgrade. I think it was almost like 1,500 bucks to upgrade. Right now I've had the lights off all day and they slushed up, but there are heating elements in them, so when they're on, they'll actually warm up and they'll melt the snow. And then the controller is great. It's a wireless controller, fits right in your hand. This plow also has down pressure, so if you're backblading, you're going to get a better scrape. I still have a problem where if I'm backblading a bunch of deep snow, it's really hard to get it out of there. Like if you're trying to backblade up against the garage door, you're still going to leave a bunch of snow and you're going to have to go over it a few times and it ends up getting slick. But out of all the plows I've had, this one does scrape the best when it comes to backblading because of the down pressure. And then the down pressure helps amazingly when you're scraping forwards. The hookup to the truck I thought was going to be a pain in the ass, but it's actually a lot easier. You have 2 feet, it lifts itself up just like the Boss plow does, but you do it all with the controller. You're not messing with the button up here. One of the main problems with the lights though is that these LEDs, they have a plastic, it's clear all the way back here, and at nighttime the light bleeds through this edge and it's incredibly bright and it actually can stop you from seeing very well, so we put electrical tape on it to help it a little bit. The thing that I couldn't find online was people that plowed commercially with a long bed dually. So with a dually, you have less weight in the back. Your back end floats a little bit more, but I haven't noticed any problems. The only problems that I noticed were with my turning radius, and that's an F350 problem. If you get the F450, it has a better turning radius, and you get rid of that problem. But I have a long bed dually, and on some of the properties that we plow in the city, we really can't fit in the driveways. I can't turn in, and thankfully this plow, I think it's 9 foot 6 inches, it does cover the dually. A lot of plows, they're not wide enough and your tires stick out further than the plow, but otherwise everything on this is great. So I've only had these lights on for a little bit and it already melted the ice off. It's been day, obviously, all day, so I haven't had the lights on. So yeah, there's little heating elements in there. It warms up any slush and ice on here and it keeps it melted off to keep it clear.